Y'all know what time it is. Welcome back to the Halftime Radio Show. It is your boy Uncle JB. I know I'm by myself. Biscuit Head Nick is out of town, but he will be back. So, man, I cannot wait for him to get back on the show. But for this episode, we actually got a special guest. This guy, I've known him since 2017, so I think we're 6 years locked in, man, and he's been inspiration to me. He's a good friend. He's a good brother. I absolutely love this dude, and I think the biggest thing about him is that he's authentically himself. He says it with his chest. So I'm bringing to the set Mr. Cwest. What's going on, big boss? What's happening, my dog? I appreciate you. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming down and hopping on the Halftime Radio Show, man.
Hey, man, thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. I think last time we sat down, it was the box TV. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a little, and that was in the apartment, you know, but now it's a little different setup now. Hey, man, you know,
these guys have upgraded.
You know, we stepped it up, and shout out Biscuit Head Nick, man. He's not here, but I know he's excited to get back. He's out of town, but as soon as he does get back, man, I'm sure he's gonna be saying
man,
what's up to you, man.
Shout out to my guy Nick, man. Shout out,
man. Salute to you, Biscuit Head. But anyway, man, so my YouTube family, my YouTube channel, this is my guy, man. I met him back in college, but I'm not gonna steal the show, right? So what we gonna do before we get into the locker, man? We usually have 4, but today we're gonna do 3. We're gonna use the 4th locker as a get to know Cwest, right? So, man, just tell the YouTube family, my YouTube channel, you know, who you are, what you know what I'm saying, what you do, you know, where you at, how old you are, all that good stuff, my dog.
Hey, man, I'm Christian. Everybody calls me Cwest. 26. I'm based in Austin. I wear so many hats. I could literally describe all of them for y'all, but to sum it all up, I'm a corporate guy just like everybody else in the world. I help people mentally, and I throw a lot of events. I host events, and, you know, I do a lot more brand partnerships. You name it, I probably do it. My best way to put it, if there's anything going on in Austin, I'm probably involved in it. So,
Cwest, man, wears many hats, and he wears them well. No cap.
No cap.
I'm just saying. Hey, make sure you got the because I think my first episode, I didn't have the mic close enough to my voice, so make sure people can hear you nice and clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My bad.
You know
my bad.
Cwest got a deep voice, so you know you gotta make sure that everybody can hear exactly who he is, man. And y'all gonna hear a lot of joking throughout this podcast because this is my guy.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I think we met, the first time we met was actually at Mario's in Gunny.
Yes, sir.
I was managing the restaurant. Cwest walks in, first time meeting him, and you know he's what's good. I was just like, who is this dude, right? And we got to know each other. Obviously, you from Houston, we from not the same area, but you know I'm right outside of Houston, and so that kind of started our friendship. And I remember, you know, we had a conversation one time because people didn't understand you coming into Mario's and your attitude and how you presented yourself. And I think that was the first time we talked about just like your brand, right? And it's kind of cool how just to see the growth from you understanding your brand, 6 years ago, to how you've monetized your brand to where you at today. You know, man, kudos to you. I give you your flowers because that's very hard to do, and you've done it effortlessly. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
That was a hard word for me to say right there, effortlessly. I don't know why.
It's huge. To touch on that briefly, I will say, y'all, this guy really taught me how to work because coming into that position in the restaurant, I've never had a job in my life. I've been playing basketball at this point, the only thing I did my entire life, so that's all I knew. So like working for someone was like it was foreign to me. And then just presentation, like I never really cared how I presented. Well, I did to an extent, but like I've never really cared how I presented to just any person day in and day out. And so like when I was in that role, like you got to present a certain way and you just got to know like these people probably don't know me or they don't know like my culture or XYZ, and it's just like you kind of got to meet people in the middle because they'll catch you off guard, and they're gonna look at you some kind of way, and it's just for me. I never really looked at it like that until it actually happened day in and day out. And I remember, I think some of our coworkers, they didn't know how to approach me. They didn't know how to have that conversation with me because it probably would have came off wrong if it was somebody else that wasn't you. Yeah. That's why I feel like, shout out Danny and them, and they said, hey, just go have a conversation because I don't think they knew I didn't know, so they wanted to make sure that you could just. And
what was cool about them is they wasn't trying to give up on you, right? They wanted to say, hey, look, we think that there's this guy can easily do it. It's just maybe we just gotta just reshape some things, and I think that was the biggest thing. And once you did that, bro, you just saw yourself just flourish. Not you went from hosting all the way to a manager in a restaurant, and it was just that simple attitude of saying, hey, you know what, like let me take a step back to understand you real quick because I know who I am, I know how I could be, and shoot, you're not the only one. It took a lot for me to learn that myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was the type of person that I would say anything. If it was on my chest, if it was on my tongue, I wouldn't spare you. I didn't care who you was. I was saying it, and I had to learn to kind of peel that back, right? And with that, things happen. I've grown a lot, but yeah, man, with that, man, let's go ahead and dive into some of these lockers. So what we like to do, man, is just pull 1 through 3, whatever one you want. Just open our locker, read the question, and we'll dive into it, boss.
Say less, man. Let's try this out. All right, y'all. Number 3. Get this back. What do you feel is your best asset?
What do you feel is your best asset? Man, I'll start it. So I think it is okay if you give yourself flowers, right? I mean, and just so people know, before we get into these questions, make sure y'all liking, subscribing, and hitting that bell so y'all know when we dropping some content. Share this, man, because we want to be able to have real conversations and talk about just real things. So, what do you feel is your best asset? For me, I'm a hustler, and and it's not like I don't just hustle in spurts. Like for me, hustling is a motor. Like it don't stop. Like I'm always hustling, no matter what I'm doing. I'm hustling when I'm cutting the grass. I'm hustling when I'm running to the grocery. I'm just hustling all the time because you just never know what's gonna happen in life, right? And when I say that is because take it back to Mario's. I was just on a random night hustling around. I was a manager. I didn't have to take no tables, but because it got busy, I was like, you know what? Let me hustle. Let me take some tables and relieve some pressure off the servers. And in that night, I met the guy that gave me the job where I'm at today, and I've been there for 4 years. And you've kind of seen the growth that's happened in the past 4 years.
It's growing for sure.
And so that just came off just a random night of just hustling. And if I would have just took the night off, right, I wouldn't have got that opportunity. And so for me, it's like hustling, dog. I think that's one of my best assets because, like, literally, it was just a random cold night, and it just so happened to get busy at Mario's. You know how it go. Sure. It just pop off sometimes, and you can sometimes be like, y'all got it. You can sit back, or you can say, you know what, let me get into the trenches with y'all. And I decided to do that, and that night blessed me, So I would say that, man. I would also say, like, I'm really just like, I don't know. I'm determined to get what's mine, And so, yeah, hustling, going to get it. Yeah, man. What about you?
Man, for me, patient. And patience is a very underrated asset that I feel like people lack. A lot of people don't have it because I think we live in a culture today where it's all these get-rich-quick schemes. It's all these promote every week. It's all these, and it's just a lot of people because I feel like today we're in a society where you can see what everybody's doing with the social media era, all the LinkedIn, you name it. Like you can see promotions every day. You can see new opportunities every day. You can see this person buying a house. You can see this person buying a car. You can see jewelry. You can see new promotion. You can see all this, and it's just like some people get caught up in that, and they really want to like. I've been that person before. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'll see this person doing this, or I'll see you doing that. I'm like, man, like I want to do that tomorrow. Like it needs to happen right now. And it's just I've learned in life that's not how things work.
Right.
Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's gonna move at a different pace. Some people grow faster than others. Some people might grow really fast and they'll get stagnant and they won't. And then like there's that one person who's steadily every 6 months more growth, and it's just like you got to run your own race because for me, I'm learning just with like my peers. My peers all do really well, and it's just I used to try to like keep up, but like now I'm just like nah, like I'm good at where I'm at. As long as I stay focused, God gonna keep blessing me. Yep. The door is gonna keep opening. The money's gonna keep coming, and just being patient, just running my race. I'm gonna get rewarded at my time. Absolutely. So that's one thing that I think is really big for me. Another one I would say I'm just personable. I'm a big networker. Y'all both know that. Like, I'm very big on relationships. I'm very big on meeting new people. I'm very big on just opening the door for pretty much anybody. Yeah. And a lot of people, they meet people and they'll paint a picture of them before they even meet them, where they won't give them the opportunity because they might be in a different tax bracket than them, or they might not like the way this person looks, so they might not like the way this person dresses or talks. And like for me, none of that matters to me. Like I'm gonna introduce myself. We can touch base. We can kind of exchange information, and depending on what you bring to the table after like our first impression, will determine if I follow up with you or not. And it's just a lot of people don't even allow the conversation to happen. And the thing is, like you just said, you were working in the middle of, Gunnison, that's ski town, middle of nowhere, man. And the guy who opened the door up to you was just a customer, probably sitting in booth 23 or something. Exactly. And he in the back ducked off somewhere, and he the one that's the reason why he put you in position to do everything that you're doing now. And it's just like you saw an opportunity there, and you're like, yo, I'm gonna keep it.
But like the thing that you said that I think that is beautiful is that you move with your heart instead of with your mind, instead of with your logic, right? So like that night I was operating out of love, out of my heart, like, hey, I'm gonna work hard today because this is what I do, right? It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna work hard because I know an opportunity there. So it's like now I'm opportunistic in a way, right? And I think sometimes when you do that, it eliminates the substance of your reward. You know what I mean? When you do something and you just do it out of love, like you don't care if you get paid for it. You don't care if you get any type of benefit back from it. You just operate it out of love, man. That's just what you do. When you operate out of logic, you're expecting something, And I think a lot of times a lot of people can go into situations expecting something and they operate out of logic, thinking like this will put me in a better position or doing this make me look good. But it's like, I'm not going to operate like that. I'm going to do it because this is authentically who I am. You know what I mean? And because that's what I rock with. And because of that, you start to see things expand. That's when, like you said, that's when God bless you. So, I love that, man. And it's one of those things that you just got to, like for me, it's like, I got to continue to educate myself. I didn't have that at first, right? So it's like learn, and don't be afraid to like self-reflect. I say this all the time, man. Don't be afraid to self-reflect and look at what you're doing in your life, man, and say, hey, you know what? Like, I want to be better here, or I want to be better there. Like, that's what it's about. Like, I'm not trying to be the same person that I was, even last week. I want to grow constantly, every single day, and that's what it's about. And this good brother right here, he is the epitome of growing every single day. Like, if you only saw his journey, I mean, we had classes together. This man has saw me hungover in more classes than I can count. Man. But we had a good time. And what you don't know is that I've learned a lot from you since I met you. Even though, like, when I met you, I was in a position of being a manager. I never looked at it. I never looked at you like that. I never looked at you like you was my server, my employee, anything like that. I looked at you as that's my brother, that's my homie, and our friendship has just grown. And so I appreciate you, man. So that's dope, man. That's a good one. I'm gonna go ahead and dive into another one, and we'll see what's happening. Let's see. Let me give me the Nick will be laughing at me because I can barely reach it right now. Hold on.
My guy can't reach the door, man.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, that's all right. Short Kings. Where you at? Where you at, Short Kings? All right. So, what would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Oh,
man.
This is a good one.
Yeah, I'll let you go ahead and run that one.
I'm gonna dive into this.
Yeah. What would you tell yourself back in the before? Is this 18? Like before you went to college? Before you really came into that adulthood.
So the first thing that I'm gonna give y'all is credit. Credit is the most important thing in your life. The school system not gonna tell you this. The person down the street probably not gonna tell you this. If you don't come from the right background, your parents ain't gonna even tell you this. But credit is the most important thing in the world. If you want to buy that car, if you want to buy that apartment, if you want that house, if you want anything, you gotta have credit. And I'm telling you, as somebody who had really good credit at one point, and I kind of ruined it, but I kind of am working it back up now. Like, so many doors are open when you take care of it. And I'm telling y'all because I wasn't told this growing up. Like, I learned at an age where I know my peers have known about this since they was like 5 or 6 years old. So it's like the gap starts very early. So we're all young adults now. Some of us might have kids, some might not. Like, it's one of those things where please educate and set your people up long term, because I'm telling you, if the credit score is high, there's gonna be so many things you're gonna be able to do just because of that. So credit is a very big deal for me personally, that I feel like if y'all don't know, y'all need to get on it ASAP. All right, next thing.
Okay.
Trusting your process. And what I mean by that is only you know your big picture. You know your vision. You know what you want to do. If you don't know what you want to do, you got to figure it out. And that's on you. I used to, between like my parents, my friends, peers, mentors, like a lot of people would want to push me this way or that way as far as like career-wise or like what I want to do day in and day out. And it's just, for me, like, I know what I want to do. And if they don't believe in it in that moment.
When do you feel like you got that, though?
Man, it was probably about 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I remember when I first moved to Austin, I was bouncing from job to job for a while and just trying things out. And it just was like, I didn't know what I was doing. And I'm listening to like this person, try this, try that. And I'm trying these things because they're recommending them and not because it's what I want to. Exactly. Yeah. So then I just got to a point where I was like, nah, I'm not taking nobody's advice no more. I'm going to do it my way. Yep. And I believe in me, so I'm going to try it out for myself. And if it works out, I'm going to get rewarded regardless. And now I'm at a point now where everything that I visioned is coming to light. And I've been working on all these things for a long time, like little trial runs here and there, whether it was high school, college, to now. Like, I've been trying the things I do now, like in like smaller forms, but now I'm doing it on a level where I'm finding ways to generate revenue from it. I'm finding ways to do this, do that, and it's just, I really believed in myself, and I didn't really care about how anybody felt about what I was doing, because I knew my big picture. And that's what I'm saying when I say trust your process. It's just, if you believe in whatever you want to do, like, just do it. Like, don't worry about what this person or this person got to say about it, because you see it. So if you can see it, just trust it and just pursue it. And I promise you're going to get rewarded, because that's just, it's God. God is going to control all of it. If you believe in it, like, you're going to get blessed, I promise. And then next thing I would tell my 18-year-old self is just run your own race. Don't try to keep up with the next person. I said that in the last topic. I'm going to say it again. Just because for me, like I said, I used to want to, I would see this person do this or this person do that. And I'd be like, man, like, I want to do that. And now maybe this person might be $50,000 up, and I'm not, and now I'm trying to do the same thing they doing, and now I'm going broke trying to keep up with that person. Or this person's like a fitness guru and they're like super in shape, and I'm thinking I'm about to just get cut up in a week, and it's just not gonna happen. You just gotta do it at your own pace, and it'll all work out when it's time. And it's just, don't get caught up in what other people are doing. Worry about you. If you got goals, set them and just pursue them one day at a time, step by step. If you stay consistent, you're going to get rewarded. Simple. And then the final thing I want to say is just dream big, yo. Because I got a list of goals on my wall right now, and we're only in quarter 2 and they're all checked off. So I'm still not dreaming big enough neither. So I got to set my bar a little higher because I'm running through my goals now. So it's just dream big, dream for shit that nobody thinks you can accomplish. And work towards that, because a lot of these people probably not. They gonna laugh at you. They gonna think you're stupid. They gonna think you're just thinking in a world that you don't exist in. But trust me, just dream big and pursue it every day. Because the same people who probably want the same goals you got, but they just won't pursue it, and that's how you're gonna win. So just stay consistent, dream big, simple.
I mean, honestly, a lot of the things that I would say to my 18-year-old self, you would say to your 18-year-old self. Like, for me, one of the biggest things that I would say is, like, definitely have bigger goals and, hold yourself to a higher standard. Because, honestly, everything that I thought of that I would have, I've gotten. I've achieved. I've put myself out in a position to win. And it wasn't always like that. And I think another thing I would say is stop worrying about what other people got to say about you. At one point in my life, I had a big circle of people. And this was before you came out to Gunny, but whenever I was in a relationship at a time after we had broke up, I had like a restraining order put on me, all through a whole bunch of lies. And I found myself trying to prove to people my character and who I was. But if you my friend, if we really rock like that, I shouldn't have to prove anything to you. I shouldn't have to show you my character, tell you my character. You should know that. And I found myself doing that. And instead, in hindsight, when I look back at it, I should have just said, hey, you know what? If you think what you want to think, I'm not gonna fight you over it. Like, I know who I am. I know my truth. I know what happened. I know what's going on. And now that's what I do in my life. Like, I don't react to things anymore. And that's what I would tell my 18-year-old self, was like, don't react. Like, it's life. It is what it is, and like, honestly, if my 18-year-old self saw who I am today, he would be like, ain't no way. Like, I'm walking into government buildings, sitting down with, ministers of finances from countries, and it's insane the type of tables that I'm sitting at. And so I would just tell my 18-year-old self is, I got it tatted on my arm. Like you said, trust your process, trust your journey. You know what I'm saying? Just understand that your steps are ordered, right? God He not gonna leave you hanging. He got your steps ordered and processed. So just do what you got to do. Stay faithful, stay prayed up, and just live your life. I think that's what a lot of people, like you said, don't live somebody else's life. If somebody said, hey, I want you to do this or do that. I had the same thing. My mom wanted me to be an engineer. I love my mama. I wanted to be an engineer so bad, but once I got to them classes and I saw them numbers, I couldn't do it no more, mama. I'm sorry. I had to switch it up. So, but I had to find my balance. I had to find where I wanted to go, because at the end of the day, that was going to keep me mentally safe. You know what I mean? Doing what I love, doing what I want to do. And it's worked out perfectly fine for me. So I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. And I can't look at it any other way. So, I mean, that, and just the last thing I would say is, honestly, be lame. be the lame dude. Everybody going out, everybody doing all that. Be the one that's staying in. Be the one that's locked in, that's locked into class, locked into their workouts, doing a whole bunch of stuff, man, because, like, I found myself, obviously, in Gunny, there ain't nothing to do. right?
Zero.
Ain't nothing to do. They don't call it wasted state for no reason, right? And so you find yourself like just partying, just doing this routine of just like honestly being like a damn near alcoholic. And if I could just go back before I went to college, I would just be like, yo, like, just stay your ass inside. Don't do nothing. If people can call you lame, that's fine. Be that lame dude. You gonna eventually make a bag anyway, and you gonna be doing good. So don't waste your time doing all this stuff. And that probably wouldn't even got me into the situations that I got into. And again, like I can't talk no ill will towards anybody that, you know, like my previous relationship or anything like that. I ain't got no hate towards anybody. I got nothing but love for everybody, man. Like this is just my experience, what I went through. And if I could just tell people, if I could just tell myself, screw everybody else. If I could tell myself, stay your ass inside, don't do nothing, be lame, be cool, stay locked in, get your grades up, do your thing in track, do your thing in football for a couple years and you did it, you good. Life's good. Look at me, life's good.
God bless, man.
My mouth would be, I'm telling you, if I saw myself when I was 18, I'd be like, ain't no way. Because I ain't had no tattoos when I was 18, nothing like that. So I'd just be confused probably, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, that's all right, cool. Let's go ahead and get into the last one. I think it's number 3.
Number 2?
Number 2? Yeah. Make sure y'all liking and subscribing, man, and
subscribing,
and give my man Cwest a follow. We're gonna make sure.
Yes, sir. Put the link, put the tag right here,
right there.
Do that Instagram, yes, sir.
Yeah, I got you.
Alrighty, mental wealth.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What do you do for yourself for mental wealth?
Yeah. What do you do for yourself, Mr. Cwest? What do you do, man?
Alrighty, so. Mental wealth. First off, how would you define mental wealth?
What I would say mental wealth means.
I don't know about the viewers.
And thank y'all for the question too. We should expand on it a little bit more. What I would think mental wealth means is what type of investments are you making into your mentality as far as your brain? What are you doing for your body, for yourself? You know, do you have any self-care routines? Do you have anything to ground you, to bring you back to zero in a way?
Alrighty, I'm so glad. I love this question. I remember when I looked at it, I loved it. I'm like, this is a good one, because a lot of y'all, for the people who know me, they really see I'm very out there. Like, I put everything out there. Like, my life is not a secret for the most part. Like, I'm very active on socials. I'm filming everything. I'm posting everything.
You like the biggest non-secret, like non-mystery I've ever.
Hey,
like,
man.
you know Cwest, but you don't know Cwest.
Hey.
You know, and then when you don't know Cwest, you know Cwest. It's like it's the craziest balance. But it's the coolest balance.
Yo, I'm like the book in the lobby. You open it up, ain't no pages in it.
Yeah, no pages. You just like, what is this?
It's just a book, yo. You just, what's going on in there? You just don't know.
Like it's supposed to be in like an art gallery or something like that. It's like, what does this represent? That's just you.
You just don't know, and I like it that way, because I like this. I'm the most unaccessible person that you will meet. Just because, like, unless you family, friends, or somebody really close to me, you ain't gonna never know what's really going on. Yeah. You're gonna see what I want you to see, and that's it. You're not gonna see anything past that. But then that's just how I like the brand, because that's how I gotta go, respectfully. I'm very big on privacy, and I like my peace. So everybody don't get access to that. But to really answer the question, mental wealth, the first thing that I'm really into right now is traveling. I've traveled every month this year. I'm going to travel again next week.
Okay, where you going?
I'm going to Colorado, baby.
Okay,
Crested Butte. I'm going for a little weekend getaway.
What's happening, Crested Butte?
But hey, man, I'm about to be on the mountain, you know what I mean? Ducked off in the hills somewhere.
I see you.
I'm trying to be in a jacuzzi, 10-degree weather. I'm trying to enjoy life and just.
I'm actually traveling. I got 2 trips coming. Well, Raleigh, North Carolina, and then I'm going to Phoenix, Arizona.
I'm saying, man. And it's like, when traveling is very big for me. Like, just to run down the list of destinations briefly for the year so far. San Diego, Paris, London, Houston. Just got back from Tampa, and now I'm getting ready for Colorado this month. So it's one of those things. And when I say I go on vacation by myself,
Book a ticket right now. Where could you go?
Today?
Right now.
I'd probably go to Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay. I really want to go there. Or I go to Portland, Oregon. Yeah. Those are the two in America, at least. Those are the two I would go to in America.
We should go out to Portland, man.
I want to do wine tasting.
Carmen's out there.
Well, let's go. Carmelo, what up? Carmelo, what up, baby?
Carmelo,
facts.
Go out there and say what's up.
I want to do Portland.
Portland be dope.
Look, you serious? As soon as we cut this off, I booked the flight right now. I'm not playing.
Salt Lake would be sick too. Like honestly, Utah. People sleep on Utah. It's a beautiful city.
Utah's nice.
I mean, it's not a lot to do there for over a week. I'm not gonna say that, but if you out there for a weekend, you're gonna have a good time.
Nah, for sure.
Without a doubt.
100%.
That's what's out. Okay. So you've been in those places. You're going to Colorado soon. You got any big plans, like any big trip plans coming up?
Tokyo in August. Okay. Turks and Caicos in December.
Well, you know they're gonna be taking pictures of you in Tokyo.
Oh, 100%. They're gonna think I'm an alien out there. Oh yeah. Hey man, they gonna be looking at me like, who the hell is this? I can't wait. I want all that. Take a picture.
All player, all
that. They gonna think I'm famous or whatever. I don't care what they think.
He's gonna be loving it. He gonna have somebody taking a video around. Everybody gonna be like, "Come take a picture."
That's what I'm saying. I want the whole experience, man. There's so much culture.
You got some good food out there. I mean, and they like honestly, the technology out there on that side, on that coast, man.
Next level.
I
heard they in 2050 over there while we still in whatever. What we in 23? They in 2050 out there supposedly.
So you gonna be really chilling.
Hey man, I'm excited.
How long you gonna be out there for?
I'm doing a week.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Week. You going with anybody? You going by yourself? Or?
Come on, man. Hugo coming, man.
Oh, that boy Hugo. Whenever you go.
That's my travel buddy, man. Whenever we go on vacation.
Everywhere, man. Paris, y'all in Paris, London, all that.
That's my travel buddy, man. Every time we go on vacation, I make the call. He pull up every time. That's what's up. It's a given, bro.
That's how you know you got to. That's a real one right there.
No, facts.
Yeah. I don't know him as much. I obviously we've kicked it before, but that's a real one. You can just call him.
Bro, we got
pull up.
Bro, people don't know. Me and him, bro, we done went through it all, bro. Like. We done went through a lot. I won't go into depth because some things we can't discuss. But like,
but he dope, man. He dope.
That's family for real, bro. Yes, so it's like things. I didn't open a lot of doors for him. He didn't open doors for me. And it ain't no we count favors, none of that. Nah, it's just like, bro, I got you, you got me. Like it's green. It's understood. You know what I'm saying? I call him whenever he pick up. We talk about anything every day.
Pure dog. So like he's a pure type of person, man.
Yeah.
You can just feel that off rip, man.
Yeah, so that's my man's, bro. We do everything together. Shout out to him.
Shout out Hugo, man. So I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, man. So finish what you had to say about self, mental wealth and all that stuff.
So also, I'm really big on self-care days, man. And self-care can look a lot of ways, whether it's me and Toto in the dog park for an hour just walking around Dolo by myself. Like, we do that a lot. That's big for me. Gym, big for me. Like, the gym that's another piece for me. Like, put the headphones in, playlist, boom, I'm getting locked in. Let's get it right. Let's get right. Next, man, I'm thinking I go to solo dinner all the time. Like, a lot of people don't know this about me, but like it could be 2 or 3 days out the week. I'll go eat by myself. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, I go to like big restaurants sometimes, and like people who know me like in the outside world, they be surprised. They see me at the table by myself. I got AirPods in. I'm just eating. Like, bro, what you on? Like, I feel like a weirdo. Not on God. Like, I feel like a weird. Like, they probably look at me like he a weirdo, but
that's you being lame though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it means in me. Like, I'm just gonna go do what I do by myself. Like, I don't gotta have like all this to
exactly. And it's just like I'm cool with it. Like, I'm at the table on my phone with emails, whatever I'm checking. I'm just eating. Like, I don't care about nothing else. Nobody got to be there. Like, it's whatever. And like, I love it. Like, it makes me. I'm at so much peace, bro. I don't gotta interact with nobody. I ain't gotta discuss nothing. I'm just here. I'm just enjoying me. And that's so big for me. Like, solo dinners is one of my favorite things to do. And I remember people used to ask me like, how do you do it? Like, I could never sit at the table by myself, bro. I love being at the table by myself. Nobody got to be there. Comfortable, healthy. It's healthy, man. So That's one of my favorite things to do. And also, man, just I like pedicures a lot. Like, and I
Come on. Hey, talk about it. Hey, talk about it.
Fellas.
Man, get your feet
Look
done.
on me. Look, hold on. Let me take a.
Go ahead. My fault. Get your feet done, man. Hey, I be in there like,
Bro, I used to be really insecure about this because one, me being a ball player, anybody who knows me, I play ball a lot of places, XYZ. Like, being a ball player, man, my feet horrible. And it's just like, I never wanted to do it. I remember the first time I got a pedicure, I was with my mom. We was back home in Houston like 2013, 2014. I'm still insecure about it, but like, I had the experience one time, and I'm like, I got to keep doing this. Like, this feeling is addicting. You just sitting here, they taking care of you, they blessing you, they treating you like family. You get a drink or something, you pour up.
on your phone, you
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, when I tell you, pedicures is one of the most peaceful things ever. Like, it's self-care, and then like the result, because my feet, I'm telling y'all, my feet are disgusting. Women and my teammates who ever been around me, they know, like, not a good look, but I've been on the pedicure grind for a while, and it's really like a self-care thing for me now. So for the guys who are watching who are insecure about the nail salon, yo, please go. I promise you. Yep. Your girlfriend gonna like it. Your mother gonna like it.
You gonna like it.
You gonna like it. You gonna feel good about it afterwards. I promise you gonna feel so refreshed. And it's a really good self-care thing. And then last but not least, to answer the question, because I'll start ranting, bro. I'll start ranting. Inspirational company. Keep it. Yeah. Keep inspirational company. There's a saying out there that almost all these motivational guys be saying, that's just, you are who you hang around. Yep. And I'm really big on that, because like, you don't think so until you actually fall into it. So it's like, for me, I think I've always been able to spot probably not the best people, or what I would call a crash dummy, or anything like that. And I just will immediately distance myself from it, because there's no reason for that energy to be around me, because normally when you're around that type of person, you're gonna end up in a situation where that person might be getting in trouble, and now you're gonna get in trouble just because you're around that person, and it's just gonna be a down. You're just setting yourself up to fail. So like in my head, I make sure I can always, because hold on, side note, I got a therapist background as well, which y'all don't know that, but I got a counselor background, so I think I'm pretty decent at reading people. So it's like I can always see the hustlers, the guys who are working hard, or the girls who are working hard. And I'm really big on impressions and presentation, because you just never really, like, I could look at somebody and just kind of be like, I don't know, but I'm still going to try it out, because that's just me. I'm still going to give you a shot.
You giving out love. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you operating in a way to.
Exactly. And it's just like, you got to be able to read it. You got to figure out who's working the hardest, whether it's in your company, or let's say you're working in like me, I work in nightlife. Who's the hardest working guy in the nightlife, or who's the owner, or who's the VIP manager, like in your company, who's the top seller, or who's the CEO, or who's the supervisor. These are the people you want to be around, because they're going to be able to show you, because they're in the higher positions. They're going to show you, if they like you, at least you got to be able to pass the kind of the eye test, or like the first impression, to where these people might want to mentor you, or they might want to teach you something. And it's just, you got to be able to network with these people till you get to the point where they want to keep you around. I don't know what skill or what value you're bringing to them, but you got to find a way to find some value to bring to this person who's in a higher position than you are. So they can start showing you the ropes on, because they probably started where you were, and now they're here. So they can give you game on, you're here. This is how you get to here. You do this, and this. I promise you'll get here. And that starts with, I feel like your circle is very big in that. If your circle ain't on the same type of energy that you on, you probably need to reevaluate. Because it's just like, I'll say this about my core friends. Like, when I tell you, all of my guys and girls are amazing. Like, amazing. Everybody's killing it in their related fields. If they're not killing it, they're hustling, they're working their way up in their field. And it's just like, for me, you're seeing all these people around you hustling, working hard, showing up every day, keeping up with their fitness, keeping up with their hygiene, keeping up with all the little things. All this stuff matters. Like, it's not just this. It all matters. And it's like, for me, If I see JB, he high up here. My boy Mikey, he's high up here. Hugo's high up here. Stevie's high up here. Everybody's high up in their related fields. I'm like, damn, like all these guys are killing it in their lanes. Like I have no excuse because you see these guys getting up every day. They're working. They're working every day, working. So I'm like, man, in my head, I gotta work, because I'm in my field. I'm really good at what I do too, and I've found a way where I've been working. I've worked my way up because a lot of y'all don't know what I do, but like in my field, like especially like in my event hosting thing, like there's no question. Like you talk about the best in the city right now, my name is gonna be in everybody's conversation, and it's just like I'm not trying to be arrogant or none of that.
I'll say it for him. My man just was with Desi Bands. My man was with, what's his name, Drewski. You know what I'm saying? And you really, that's the South by Southwest stuff, man. Like you really are starting to help put Austin on the map in that regard. Like, how many? Like nobody really like when you look at comedy tours or you look at concert tours and stuff like that. They don't really be coming through Austin.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because like really, it's not. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's lit out here.
Yeah.
But nobody really like as far as like the entertainers like that. They ain't really pushing through here like that.
It's not a big enough market.
Not yet.
I'll say that, but it's a growing market. And I'll share this because we're kind of getting into it, so I'll share it. I knew when I got here 2-3 years ago that this was a growing market, and I come from a very big market in Houston, so I know what it looks like at the highest level. Like it's not Vegas, it's not LA, but Houston's pretty damn close. Oh, yeah. And it's like I knew what it looked like at the highest level. I'm like, how can I help this city get to one of these to get to this market level? Like how do we get it here? And it's just like I've been just trying to grow my brand. Shout out, since we're discussing the brand as well, I just dropped West Entertainment probably a couple of weeks ago. It's my event hosting group. I got a team full of promoters and things like that. We go and we host parties all over the city, which is also a dope thing. And we're gonna drop that link also somewhere in the camera when this drops. But to get into it, like I saw opportunity in this market, and I'm like, how can I capitalize in it? And the thing is, we invested a lot of dollars into the scene. We spent a lot of money. We went on a big tour. I feel like we went to every bar. I have relationships with, when I tell you, every owner, manager, employee, like you name it. I know pretty much anybody that I need to know within the field just to get my foot in a lot of the doors. And then, they see my body of work as well, and now they want to open their doors to be like, hey, maybe we can do something together. And I've been able to kick a lot of doors down that I probably couldn't get into a long time ago, but I built my brand and presented my way in a way where these companies were more comfortable to work with me, and I've been rewarded countless times now, and it's just more doors just keep opening. I'm just trying to stay focused and keep growing it. But the end goal for all this is going to be one day, because Drake's going to be here in September. How can I have Drake at my party?
Yeah.
That's like that's how big I'm thinking.
And when it happens,
it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but I promise you.
He said it here on the halftime radio show.
We say this clip because it's going to happen one day. I don't know when, but it's going to happen.
Bookmark it.
And that's going to be the end goal. When we get to levels like where I can have guys like that coming in weekly. Because, with the new Moody Center, we got the ball players here. Like there's so many stars coming to the town all the time. You got the guys at Collective. They bring the NFL, NBA. All the pro athletes are here all the time. So it's like, how Ja was here last summer. How can I get Ja Morant at my party? Like, how can I get these guys to really start coming out? Because everybody,
but that's just by building your portfolio, and that's exactly what you're doing right now. Like once people see, like, all right, so if I'm gonna go to Austin, I need to hit up the Cwest dude, because he taking everybody else out, so I need to rock with him.
Exactly, and it's just that's the end goal. And the thing is, I didn't even want to do this, man. Like it kind of fell in my lap, and the thing is to even like start the company. This goes back to keeping an inspirational company. One of my mentors, his name is Grant Mitt. G-Man, y'all see me. Anybody got me on the gram? I post his stuff all the time. He's one of my biggest mentors, and we had a conversation last year, and he was like, "I see what you're doing. You're doing it at a high level, X, Y, Z. Like what's next though? Like you've already done this. Like you got to take it to another level. Like what are you doing? Like what is the next move for you? And he was like, bro, like, you got it. Just do it. Like, you don't want to do it. Like, just do it. Because I've been putting this off for a long time. Like, a lot of people who've been involved in, like, especially, like, the whole promoter, event hosting life, like, they know. I've been putting this off for a long time. But I don't know. We had a conversation, me and Grant, one day, and he just put it in my head, like, yo, like, just do it. And I just got to work, yo. I got a vision board. I got a notebook full of ideas. I got pages. I got a team, like, I have everything in place, and I kept trying to put it off. But then one of my other mentors, shout out to Miggs, my guy Miggs, Miggs was like, "Yo, like, it was on my birthday weekend." He's like, "Bro, I'm gonna make you drop your company today," and I was like, "What?" I wasn't even gonna do it. He's like, "Nah, bro, like, you gonna do your event here tonight? We're gonna put the company on the flyer, and you're gonna drop your company today. Like, this is the launch party tonight."
Yep.
And he forced me to do it, and bro, we rolling now, but like, it was just. I just don't be afraid to take a risk. Have friends in your corner who's going to push you to be the best you, because everybody don't have the best interests. Some going to hate, some going to laugh at you, but there's some people who genuinely believe in you somewhere. I don't know where they are. Only y'all know that. But they are there, and they're going to hold you accountable, and they want to see you succeed. So it's just, if you have the right company, I promise you these people are going to push you to be the best version of you day in and day out. And I'll give a shout out to you, all my guys, all the day ones, XYZ, like, all these guys, they stay in my ear, like, you got to keep going, you got to keep doing it, don't let up, don't let up, don't let up. All gas, no breaks, and I appreciate y'all, because some days I don't be wanting to do it, but I'll be off it.
Hey,
and it's just, I got to stay consistent.
Not even that, man. If you just do it over a course of time, you had that body of work, man. Now you've set an example, right? And I think that's the biggest thing, man, is that you want to leave a body of work for people to be able to peel through and be able to in a way. Not, I'm not saying replicate it, because they not cut from the same cut from the same cloth you are, right? But at least they can take the seeds that you drop, right, and be able to say, hey, let me apply that to what I'm doing. Exactly. You know what I mean? So that's huge, man. And I think, obviously, I mean, you've been a big inspiration for me too. I mean, look at where we started to where we at now, right? Like, we didn't stop. We kept going. We just tried to figure out a way to elevate it, to make it better, to build a bigger brand, you know? And so,
to touch on that, can I get into this? Yeah. I'm about to start ranting, man.
Go ahead.
He said a good point, yo, because a lot of y'all don't really know my background, and it's not really y'all's business to an extent, but I feel comfortable here, so I can share this story with you guys. And for him to say what he said, like, where we come from, especially in those mountains, like, a lot of people don't really know Gunnison or that area, and it's not for everybody. I think it's a hidden gem, and that place really helped me grow a lot, because I went through some things there that they really made me grow up as a man, and it really made me look in the mirror and really evaluate myself just as a person day in and out, because it's just, I had an experience there where I was a really good basketball player, and I had some trials and tribulations that I had to face. I had some adversity that I faced. And JB wasn't even here for this. He wasn't even there for it. Like Dre and like these guys, they know because they were there. My brother, he knows. I used to call him day in and day out. But there was a time going into I think it was my junior year actually. I was very lost. Like, I was doing more partying than anything at this time. I really didn't really care for basketball anymore at that point. I'm really just playing just for shits and giggles, honestly. I'm half-assed in the classroom, and it was just a lot. But the thing was, like, basketball is my love, so, like, it was kind of crazy that I just wasn't invested like I used to be anymore. And I remember it was over Christmas break. We had a New Year's party, and all the guys, we went out just this New Year's celebration. So we got alcohol, we doing XYZ. And what I do now, y'all, as far as like social media, I've been doing. So like all the posting, all that, like JB, I've been doing this since, if anybody who's known me, I've been doing this. This ain't nothing new for like them. Definitely. It's probably new to like y'all, but it's not really new to them. And I'm talking about same thing. I'm popping my shit. And the thing is, I'm like a manager at the Mario, so like I got more bread than a lot of people. Yeah. A lot of people don't know this. I got more bread than everybody. So like, when I'm partying, I'm not drinking no cheap shit. I ain't. No.
Hey, you make money at Mario's.
You know what I'm saying? You get good bread to just be a server and go to college, but I'm making good money, and I'm talking about when I go out, I'm not buying that 50-50 MD y'all was drinking at Four Locos. I'm not doing none of that. Nah.
The MD.
I'm doing Grey Goose. I'm doing Belvedere. I'm doing tequila, Don Julio. Like I'm not doing no bullshit. Like I'm drinking all the top shelf shit, and it's just like me. I'm a flex. That's just in my culture sometimes. Like I just started flexing, and the thing was like, I knew we had practice the next day after New Year's, but I ain't care. Like we partying, like it's lit, whatever. I'm on socials, I'm pouring up Grey Goose, blase, whatever. And then I remember the next day at practice, I'm talking about I pulled up loaded, bro. I'm loaded. Like it's not a good look, bro. I walk into the gym, talking about we get into the team meeting, bro. I'm talking about the coach got my video of me with the Grey Goose pouring it up. Whole team, we sitting there looking at it. But I'm talking about the shit looking crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't looking good, bro. I'm talking about guys looking at me disappointed, XYZ. They talking about this what you on. Next thing you know, bro, we on the line in the gym. Talking about it's an hour on the clock. Run back and forth, P. Whole team disgusted with me, bro. Disgusted. And it's just like that day was like very. That was the day I was checked out, bro. I was done, bro. I was done with it. And I'm talking about maybe like a couple weeks later, bro. Me and like two other guys, we get another meeting because, bro, we lose like 2 games, like 3-4 games, like bad, bro. I'm talking about blowouts, like 20-point loss here, 20-point loss there, 15-point loss. Bro, it's getting ugly, bro. And you know, bro, I'm still kind of just like whatever. I was in a bad place at that time. It was dark for me. It was dark, bro. And then this was like when things started getting, it just got bad for me all around, bro. Next thing you know, we get in that meeting that day, talking about, bro, all I'm seeing is all my equipment are in a box. Talking about it's time for you to go home. Like, you done. My teammates sitting right there. Time for you to go home, too. You go home. Talking about, bro, this is the first time where I really feel like I lost something. And this when the game was taken away from me. They talking about you done. Like, ain't nothing to discuss. Like, you done. So now I'm like, bro, I'm talking about, nah, like, ain't no way. Like, this is my life. This is my scholarship, everything. Like, nah, ain't no way. Talking about I'm balling, bro. I'm balling. Like, I'm talking about I'm punching walls, P. Like, I'm way out of character right now. I'm hurt, bro. I'm crying. I'm just like, man, these guys done gave up on me, P. Like, it's over. So now I'm in the locker room, my boy packing his shit. My other homie packing his shit. I'm packing my shit, bro. No joke. Probably a week later, both of them flew out, gone. One went back home, the other one went back to. He's from Colorado Springs, bro. He went home and he left too. Like they both left. And me, bro, I'm like, nah, I'm a student still. Like I gotta get this degree. Like nah, like I ain't leaving, bro. So I pack all my shit. I'm sad, bro. I called the coach like, bro, let me come back. Like what do I need to do to come back? Like what's up? Like you know what I'm saying? He like, you're not coming back. I'm like, what do I need to do to come back, bro? I'm balling like. I'm like, but like, let's have a meeting, everybody. Let's sit down. What we gotta do? Let's talk about it. We go up to the office, bro. It's like 4 of them in there. Everybody disappointed. I'm still got teary face going. Like it's a mess, bro. And at this point, bro, I don't even care about hoop. I just want the scholarship. Like, I just pay for my school. And the thing was, bro, we're going to that spring semester. You know how it is before you come back from the break. That report card come out. Nigga, I got 2 Fs on the report card.
So you wasn't helping your case?
No, bro. I'm talking about it's just looking bad, bro, all around. Like, GPA done. Hoop career basically done. I'm like, bro, like, don't give up on me. Like, what I got to do to come back? Like, what do I need to do to come back? And bro, they look me in my face, bro. Shout out to Brad, man. Brad Schaefer, man. That's my shout out to him, bro. Hey, look, it's a lot of people think it's a lot of tension, whatever, but that man really helped me grow up. Whether I like him,
he's a great man.
Yeah, like whether I like him or not, that man really helped me grow up.
Brad's dope.
He set a bunch of goals for me, man. It was like, this: you want to come back? This is what you gotta do. 1, you gotta get 4.0 for the semester. I said, hold on, bro. Like 4.0, like they know. I'm like, no. I'm like, all right. Like he don't want me back. I can tell by that goal. He don't want me back. So talking about 4.0, don't miss the class. You come back. We'll get your scholarship back. And I had to pay for school that semester. Niggas don't know that neither. I asked Danny this. Danny will tell you. I had to pay for school, bro. I didn't take one check that entire semester.
Man.
He put all my checks in an envelope, like in a box, all of them. Every time I go to work, I ain't getting paid at all. Stack them all up until the end of the year. And he was like, "Yo," and he was like, "Bro, like, look, this was gonna happen. If you work this whole semester and you pass all your classes, your money for your it's gonna be right there. I promise. It's gonna all get paid. They didn't carry it both to you. It'll all get paid. I promise." And we made that deal, bro. I got that 4.0, and my school got paid for it. Hey, man, I promise you, I can't, bro. Both happened, and for me, bro, it's one of those things where I knew they didn't believe in me. I knew they didn't think I could do it. So in my head, I just wanted to show you I could do it, just cause like you gonna feel me, like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it happen too, and I did, bro. You know what I'm saying? I checked off all them boxes. They let me come back.
And that was the start of your determination.
On me. And I was gonna say, I'm glad you said that. It lit a fire under me, bro. Yeah. Like that was the first time somebody told me like, nah, like it's over. Like they tried to take something away from me.
But that was the first time that you also fought though.
Oh God, I fought back, bro. Like now I'm at a point now, bro. I'm cold. I'm cold, bro. Like. Nobody can't tell me I can't do nothing at this point, bro. Because I'm gonna show you. Like we ain't gonna talk. We ain't gonna go back and forth. I'm just gonna show you. And it's just like I'm at a point now where it's like, man, I'm kicking down every door that closed on me.
Exactly.
All of them. I'm coming back to kick down.
I mean, not even kicking down the doors, man. You just really just you taking your territory. You know, you regaining your territory in a way. You know what I mean? So. That's what's up, man. But with that said, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you, Cwest, man,
thank you for having me,
for coming down, hopping on a halftime radio show. Y'all know what to do, man. Y'all like, subscribe, and share this, man. And we out, man.